Have you ever noticed how something as simple as drinking a glass of water in the morning can leave you feeling off for hours afterward? Maybe you've experienced a sudden chill, an uncomfortable tightness in your stomach, or an unexpected wave of dizziness that makes you wonder what went wrong. For many of us over 60, these moments happen more often than we'd like to admit, and we tend to brush them off as just another part of getting older. But what if I told you that these symptoms aren't inevitable at all? What if the way you're drinking water first thing in the morning is actually working against your body instead of supporting it? Let me share something important with you today. Your body at 65 or 75 is not the same as it was at 30 or 40. That's not a weakness, and it's certainly not something to feel discouraged about. It's simply a reality that calls for a different kind of attention and care. The systems that keep you balanced, your digestion, your circulation, your kidneys, even your nervous system, they all work a bit more slowly now. They need gentler handling, more patience, and a little more understanding. And nowhere is this more true than in those first moments of your day when you reach for that glass of water. Most of us have been told our whole lives to drink water, and that's absolutely correct. Water is essential. It keeps every cell in your body functioning. It supports your heart, your brain, your joints, your skin. But here's what often gets overlooked. How you drink that water matters just as much as the fact that you're drinking it. And when you're older, the details become even more significant. The temperature of the water, how fast you drink it, what container you're using, whether you've eaten anything yet. All of these seemingly small choices can have a surprisingly big impact on how you feel for the rest of your morning and beyond. Let's start with something that might surprise you. If you're reaching for ice-cold water right after you wake up, you could be setting yourself up for discomfort without even realizing it. I know cold water feels refreshing, especially if you're used to it. But think about what's happening inside your body when you've just woken up. Everything has been resting. Your digestion has slowed to almost nothing. Your blood vessels are relaxed. Your muscles are still in that calm overnight state. Then suddenly, you pour ice-cold liquid directly into your stomach. It's like throwing cold water on a sleeping person. Your body reacts with a jolt. The muscles in your stomach tighten. The blood vessels constrict. You might feel cramping, chills, even a headache. And your digestion, which was just starting to wake up gently, gets shocked into a state of confusion. This is why some people feel bloated or uncomfortable all morning and can't figure out why. The solution is beautifully simple. Drink room temperature water, or even slightly warm water if you can tolerate it. This supports your body's natural waking process instead of fighting against it. It allows your stomach to ease into the day. It encourages gentle circulation rather than sudden constriction. And you'll likely notice that you feel calmer, more settled, and more comfortable within minutes. It's a small change, but the difference it makes is real. Now let's talk about how you're drinking that water, because speed matters more than you might think. If you're gulping down a full glass in 30 seconds because you're in a hurry, or because you've been told you need to hydrate quickly, you're overwhelming your system. Your stomach lining is more sensitive now than it used to be. Your cardiovascular system takes longer to adjust to changes. When you drink too fast, you're not giving your body time to process what's happening. The result? Bloating, nausea, a strange flutter in your chest, even dizziness, or a feeling of pressure. Your kidneys, which filter everything you consume, can also feel strained when they're suddenly flooded with liquid first thing in the morning. Instead, try this. Sit down. Take your time. Sip slowly over 10 or 15 minutes. Let each swallow settle before you take the next one. Breathe normally. Stay upright. You'll find that your body accepts the water much more gracefully when you're not rushing it. And you'll avoid that heavy, uncomfortable feeling that comes from drinking too much too quickly. Here's something many people don't think about at all, but it's worth paying attention to. If you're drinking water from a plastic bottle that's been sitting on your nightstand all night, you might be introducing chemicals into your body without realizing it. Even bottles labeled as BPA-free can release other chemicals into the water, especially when they've been sitting for hours or exposed to any warmth. These chemicals can subtly disrupt your hormone balance over time. You might notice unexplained fatigue, mild headaches, nausea, or just a general sense of feeling off. It's not dramatic, but it's there, quietly affecting how you feel. The fix is easy. Use a glass or stainless steel container. Pour fresh water each morning. It's a small shift in habit that removes an unnecessary source of stress on your liver and kidneys, both of which are working hard enough as it is. Now, if you're taking morning medications, and many of us are, there's something important to understand about how much water you're using to take those pills. It's common to think that washing down medication with a large glass of water is helpful. But on an empty stomach, that much liquid can actually irritate your stomach lining. It can dilute your stomach acid, which you need for proper digestion. It can reduce how well your medication is absorbed. And it can leave you feeling queasy or experiencing heartburn. What works better is using just enough water to swallow your pills comfortably, maybe a few small sips. Then wait about 30 to 45 minutes before you eat or drink more. This gives your stomach time to settle, your medication time to begin working, and your system time to adjust. You're not depriving yourself of hydration. You're just spacing things out in a way that respects what your body can handle at that moment. And speaking of eating, let's talk about breakfast. If you're someone who drinks water in the morning but skips food entirely, you're setting yourself up for trouble. I understand the reasons. Maybe you're not hungry yet. Maybe you're trying to manage your weight. Maybe you just don't feel like eating. But here's what happens when you go for hours without food, especially as you get older. Your blood sugar drops. Your energy drops with it. Your body starts breaking down muscle for fuel because it doesn't have anything else to work with. You might feel irritable, shaky, foggy, or anxious, and you won't connect it to the fact that you haven't eaten. You don't need a huge meal. A boiled egg, a piece of toast, a small bowl of oatmeal, some yogurt with a handful of berries or nuts. Anything light and nourishing paired with your water will stabilize your blood sugar, support your energy, and help your body function the way it's meant to. Food and water work together. They're partners in keeping you balanced. One without the other leaves you vulnerable to feeling unwell. There's another mistake that's easy to make, and it has to do with timing. If you're drinking a large amount of water before your body is fully awake, you're asking your kidneys to do a lot of work at a time when they're still moving slowly. This can lead to frequent trips to the bathroom, a feeling of weakness, and even an imbalance in your electrolytes, particularly sodium. When sodium levels drop too much, you can feel lightheaded, confused, or shaky. Your bladder may feel urgently full even though you just went. It's uncomfortable and unnecessary. Start with a small glass of water. Sipped slowly. Move around a little. Stretch. Breathe. Let your body wake up. Then, after you've had a light breakfast and your systems are up and running, you can drink more water gradually throughout the morning. This approach respects your body's rhythm instead of forcing it to keep up with demands it's not ready for yet. And here's the most important piece of all. Pay attention to how you feel. If you notice dizziness, bloating, a headache, shakiness, or fatigue after drinking water in the morning, don't ignore it. Don't tell yourself it's just aging. Those are signals. Your body is communicating with you, telling you that something about your routine isn't working. Maybe the water is too cold. Maybe you're drinking too much too fast. Maybe you need to eat something first. Whatever it is, the solution is within your reach once you stop and listen. Pause 5 or 10 minutes after you drink. Check in with yourself. How do you feel? If something's off, adjust, make it warmer. Slow it down. Use a different container. Add some food. These aren't complicated changes. They're gentle, thoughtful adjustments that honor where you are right now and what your body needs. Aging doesn't mean surrendering to discomfort. It means adapting. It means being a little more mindful, a little more patient, a little more kind to yourself. Your body has carried you this far. It deserves your respect and your care. And the truth is, when you make these small changes, you'll notice the difference. You'll feel steadier in the morning. You'll have more energy. Your digestion will improve. Your mind will be clearer. You'll start your day feeling supported instead of struggling. So if you've been experiencing any of these issues, or if you've been drinking water in the morning the same way for years without thinking about it, I encourage you to try something different tomorrow. Choose room temperature water. Sip it slowly. Use a glass container. Eat a small breakfast. Wait a bit before drinking more. Notice how you feel. Trust yourself to know what works and what doesn't. You have more control over your well-being than you might think. And it starts with these simple, powerful choices. If this information has been helpful to you, please share this video with someone you care about who might benefit from it. Leave a comment below and let me know which of these changes you're going to try first. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel so you can continue receiving practical, honest guidance that supports your health and your life as you age. You deserve to feel good. You deserve mornings that are calm and steady, and you absolutely have the power to make that happen.